Hiya, welcome back to In the Kitchen with Tabby. So this is a recipe for some salted caramel cracker bites. And you guys, I made these for our family dinner. I had them in a bowl sitting on the dessert table, and this is all that's left, this little tiny bowl. They were a hit. And I'm telling you right now, they are absolutely delicious. They were pretty quick and easy to put together, and I think you guys are really, really gonna like them. So let's get cooking. Next up are the salted caramel cracker bites. Now I follow a really sweet lady named Stephanie. Her YouTube channel is Steph's Stove. Very sweet, and she made these for Christmas as a little Christmas gift for people. But I thought for our family dinner, they might be kind of fun just to have on the table for people just to munch on. So I have a 9-ounce bag of just the soup and oyster crackers. This is what, if you don't know what they are, most people know what oyster crackers are, but that's what they look like. And we're just gonna dump these out. I'm gonna turn you just a little bit here. We're gonna dump these out on our baking sheet that I have lined with some parchment paper. And we're just gonna spread those out in as even a layer as you can get. If it's not, you know, if there's a few of them on top of each other, it's not the end of the world, but you do wanna try to make it as even as possible. All right. And now we're just gonna set that there and let it sit there and wait for us for a minute. In my saucepan here, I've already got it warming up. I'm gonna put 2 sticks of salted butter. You can use unsalted butter if you want, but this is called salted caramel. So I'm gonna melt this butter. I've got my heat set on 6, so medium high-ish. And we're just gonna melt this completely, and when it's all melted, I will come back and we'll take it to the next step. I'll be right back. Butter is all melted, so we're gonna go on to the next step. So I have 1 cup of packed brown sugar, and this is of course the brown sugar that I make. So this is homemade brown sugar. I think it's going to make it oh so tasty. So just mix that around there a little bit, and then we're gonna add a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. All right, now this is where the fun starts. So we're gonna stir this. You wanna stir it constantly. You don't wanna stop stirring it until this comes to a full boil. It's probably gonna take, I don't know, maybe 2 to 3 minutes, something like that, but you don't wanna stop stirring it. So you just wanna keep stirring, make sure nothing burns, and make sure that that butter gets all incorporated with the sugar. It's still a little bit separated right now. I don't know if you can kind of see that little bit of watery butter on top, so you just want to keep stirring so that it stays nice and incorporated. And I still have my heat set on 6. So we're just going to keep stirring.
Just keep stirring,
Just
stirring,
keep
stirring. Just keep stirring.
You going to stir for me?
Just keep stirring, stirring. Hey, that's good.
I know.
What are you making?
I'm making salted caramel cracker bites for tomorrow.
You had me at salted caramel.
I know it. So it has come to a nice full boil now, and I'm just gonna keep stirring and stirring, and I'm gonna set my timer for 2 minutes, and we're gonna let it cook for 2 minutes. Whoops. I'm gonna set my timer for 2 minutes, not 2 seconds, 2 minutes, and we're gonna just keep stirring and stirring so it doesn't burn. You wanna make sure that caramel doesn't burn on the bottom of that pan, but that butter is all nice incorporated now, and it's just really nice and creamy. You can see that beautiful color. And as it cooks and turns into the caramel, it's actually going to get a little lighter in color. So it is just perfect. I'm going to turn my heat down to 2. And we're just going to keep stirring. Make sure you go all the way around the sides, into the middle. Scrape those sides off. Okay, guys, time for the next step. So we've got our crackers here. I'm gonna back you up just a little bit. So we're just gonna pour this hot caramel right over these crackers. Be really careful here because this is so scalding hot. You do not want to touch that caramel. Get every last drop. You don't want to leave any of that in the pan. All right, now we're just gonna take our little spatula here and just mix these crackers up with that caramel. You want to get everything coated in the caramel. And you definitely want to use the parchment paper because it will be sticky. So you can just throw this parchment paper away after you get it all done. Just keep working it around, working it around. Getting all those crackers coated. And then as you get them coated, you're just going to kind of press them back out onto the pan again. You might have to encourage them a little bit. I'm preheating my oven to 350. And we are going to bake these after we get this all spread out here. We're going to bake them in that 350-degree oven for 7 to 9 minutes. So if you have a few little crackers that look a little bit dry, don't panic, because once we take it out of the oven, we'll be able to mix it up again and coat anything that looks like it's not covered right now. That looks pretty good, friends. Pretty good. Oh my gosh, I wish you could smell it. That little touch of cinnamon in that caramel smells so good. This is going to be a salty, sweet little snack. I'm just going to put it in a little bowl on the table tomorrow for our family dinner. Probably put it on the dessert table. All right, friends. So in the oven we go, preheated at 350. I'm going to set my timer for 7 minutes. And then we will check it. If it needs to go a little bit longer, we can, but you just want to be careful. Keep an eye on it because it will burn if you're not careful. So 7 minutes, and then we will pull it out and take a look and see if it looks like it's ready. I'll be right back. Timer's going off. Let's get it out. All right. Let's see what we got. Oh, it smells so good, you guys. It smells so good. I do think it could go just a little bit longer. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Mix it up a little bit, and then something that I forgot to do, I'm going to do it right now. So you would do this before you put it in the oven. I'm going to take a little bit of kosher salt. Let me turn you so you can see a little bit better. A little bit of kosher salt and just sprinkle some salt on the top. And you can use regular table salt. I'm just using the kosher salt because it's a little bit thicker grained and it's a flat salt, so I don't think it'll make any difference on the flavor. All right, that is that. I'm going to put it back in for 2 more minutes. And I'll be right back. All right, let's get these out. Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh my goodness. Steph, you were right. These are absolutely divine. The smell, oh my word. Okay, next step is we have to have some patience because we have to let these cool. Once they're mostly cool, I'll come back and we'll take them off of this parchment paper and put them on our, well, in our bowl that we're going to use for tomorrow. And then we'll give them a taste because right now they are way too hot to try. I do not want to burn my mouth, but they smell delicious. All right, I'll be back in about 10 minutes for me, half a second for you. All right, guys, I think this is the most patient I've ever been. I have waited and I can't take it anymore. I think it's cooled off enough, and we're gonna give it a try because it smells so good. So let's just give, oh look, that's too bad. 3 pieces all in one. All right, let's give it a try. Can you hear the crunch? Wow. I kind of thought they might get soggy with that caramel on there, but they're not soggy at all. Oh my word. Okay. What I love is that little bit of cinnamon. There's just a hint of it in there. Salty and sweet. That caramel is perfect. Oh my goodness. Steph's Stove, you nailed it, girl. This is delicious. I think my family's gonna love it tomorrow. So I have 2 little bowls here. Little green bowl, little glass bowl. I'm gonna put it in there and have it sitting out on the dessert table tomorrow for my family. I think they're gonna love it. I sure hope you guys give it a try. You saw how easy it was and fun. The hardest part was having patience to wait until it cooled off to taste it. It really is delicious, and I think you guys are really gonna enjoy it. And I do agree with Steph that it would be perfect at Christmas time to make little bags for your neighbors or your friends or your coworkers, tied up with a little bow in a little cellophane bag. That's perfect for people to munch on, and it is absolutely outstanding. All right, guys, you know what I need you to do. Spread this video around like some good butter. I sure appreciate it whenever you share it with your friends and you like and you comment on it. That lets Facebook know that you enjoy the content, and then every time I post a new video, they'll let you know first. Same thing with YouTube. When you like and comment, click that subscribe button and the notification bell all. YouTube will let you know as soon as I post a video. Guys, I appreciate you so much. I love having you come into the kitchen with me. It's just so much more fun cooking whenever you're here. Remember, Christ is the unseen guest at every dinner table. And just like I always say, he's the silent listener at every conversation. So just make sure those words coming out of your mouth are pure and sweet like honey. They're uplifting, edifying, loving on each other, just sharing your joy and being kind. Shine your light, because that's what we're called to do. I love you guys so much. God loves you even more than I do. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.